Barcelona 3, Athletic Bilbao 0, and just like that, the season is officially wrapped up. Barcelona, not a bad season at all. You know what? This was a great season. Hansi Flick, first season in charge at Barcelona. Not many signings, really just Dani Olmo because Pau Victor didn't play that much. Barcelona won the domestic treble. We won the Spanish Super Cup in dominating fashion. We beat Real Madrid again in another final in the Copa del Rey. Koundé dagger, right? And Barcelona also, we won La Liga with 2 games left to spare. And today, it was a meaningless game. We're going to talk a bit about that before moving on to Deco, Laporta, Hansi Flick, because Barcelona, we have to be active in that transfer market. And guys, before we actually recap this game that just went on, Barcelona versus Bilbao, make sure to like up this video. 15 likes is the target. So if you haven't liked up this video, please do so. It helps promote the algorithm of this channel, helps the channel grow, and also subscribe. Road to 1,000 subs. That is a real milestone. Help your boy out. Subscribe if you haven't. But guys, let me know down below who is your man of the match. Man, I think everybody's going to have the same person, Robert Lewandowski. But let's get straight into it because Barcelona today, we played ultimately a meaningless game in La Liga. Last game, match day 38. We did our business versus Espanyol. Barcelona beat Espanyol 2-0. You know, Lamine Yamal had that absolute worldie. You know, Fermin Lopez had an absolute dagger, right? Barcelona from there, La Liga has been irrelevant. The game against Villarreal didn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? The game today against Bilbao didn't matter. I was shocked when I saw the lineup. Lamine Yamal, Lewandowski, Raphinha, all 3 of these guys, Pedri, you know, Cabarsi, all of these guys still playing and still playing big minutes. And you know what? That was a very big risk by Hansi Flick because let's just say, Hansi Flick, if Lamine Yamal or Raphinha or Lewandowski roll their ankle or do their hamstring, you just had an unnecessary injury, which I was just surprised. Thankfully, we didn't have an injury, right? Lamine Yamal never went down. There was no scare from Raphinha. And Barcelona, right, they coasted. They scored 2 goals in the first half. Robert Lewandowski, at one point, 20 minutes in, it looked like, yo, Robert Lewandowski, you know, scored a great chip, by the way. The old man does it again. I'll tell you guys this. It looks like the club, they're going to rely on Robert Lewandowski for at least 1 more year, which is crazy because he's going to be 37 in August. But you know what? Robert Lewandowski, I'll tell you guys this. This guy still knows how to finish. Regardless of his performance, regardless of his touch, regardless if he's looking shaky and he can't really move, but guess what? This guy knows where the back of the net is when he's given the opportunity. The chip is a tough finish, but guess what? He makes it look easy, and he scores again off of a corner kick. Raphinha gets assist. It was a really good corner by Raphinha. Robert Lewandowski redirects it in, and Barcelona are coasting at halftime 2-0. And you know what? Robert Lewandowski, hey, we get a penalty. Last minute. Not much happened, by the way, because Bilbao, they had a couple attacks. They were very clinical. Nico Williams had one nice dribble, but then missed a chance. I don't know if the club is going to sign Nico Williams because I think Laporta or Deco, Fabrizio came out with some news that Nico Williams, he might be off the radar. Basically, they hinted at it. But listen, at the end of the day, Barcelona won, right? We got a last-minute penalty. Robert Lewandowski didn't take it. It was actually Dani Olmo. And Dani Olmo, my baller, the guy that I call the glue, Dani Olmo puts it into the corner. Unai Simon dives the right way. And, hey, it was just a very good penalty. And that was a beautiful way to wrap up this season. By the way, we played this Bilbao team 3 times this season. They've only scored 1 goal against us. And guess what? That was a penalty in the first game. But listen, now let's move on. The game was really irrelevant. I was wishing to see a debut, maybe to see a Tony Fernandez, maybe to see an Ibrahim Diarra, maybe to see even that young left back Joffrey Torrentes. I wanted to see a debut from Hansi Flick. We didn't get it. We moved. And Barcelona, just like that, Deco and Laporta have to make signings. Deco, you have to make signings, right? Barcelona, I'm looking at Real Madrid. They've already made 2 confirmed signings. They got a new coach. They're going to probably sign Alvaro Fernandez, right? Real Madrid, they're also going to get Enzo Fernandez. Barcelona, how are you going to respond, Deco? How are you going to respond, Laporta, right? Deco is getting a lot of criticism from the fans, right? Because Deco wants Luis Diaz, who might be an expensive guy at 28. Deco, listen, In my opinion, get that Jan Garcia. I love the links. I woke up to beautiful news. Barcelona are in for a goalkeeper, but Barcelona, we need more than just a goalkeeper. We absolutely need a goalkeeper. We need a left back or a center back. I'm open to either. And we need a left winger that can dribble because it looks like the club, they're going to trust Lewandowski and Ferran to split the role of the striker, which is cool. Both of them had good seasons. I believe Ferran scored at least 20 goals and Lewandowski scored, I believe, over 40. So it's not too bad. You know, I would like a striker, but if the club wants to be smart with their money, fill in the gaps, right? That is the message from all Barcelona fans. We have a good team, but guess what? We want to win that UCL next year. Look at Jan Sommer. Look at Courtois. Look at guys like Alisson. Look at Donnarumma this year. We need a goalkeeper. Barcelona is easily a top 3-5 club, right? 3 to 5 club. It depends. In my opinion, a top 3 club. We need to have a top 5 goalie minimum, in my opinion. Right? Jan Garcia was the best goalkeeper in La Liga. Espanyol would get relegated if it wasn't for him. Go get that Deco, and you know what? We still need a lot more. But guys, listen, ultimately, I can't really be too mad, right? Right now, for the next 2 weeks, I can celebrate saying, yo, I won the domestic treble, but now the business starts now. For next season, if you want next season to be good, we need to start right now. If you had 3 signings, who would they be? Let me know down below. Guys, ultimately, season's over. Great year, right? Guys, smash the likes, right? Like up this video. 15 likes was the target. I hope we smashed that. Subscribe if you are new. Road to 1,000 subs. I will see y'all with many live streams and videos. That's it for me. Peace. Visca Barca.